to Rumble! Welcome to Battle Royale Singles Division, where I place one competitor from each franchise in Reze from the Chainsaw Man, the Bomb Devil versus Katsuki Bakugo, the King Murder Explosion Dynamite God from My Hero Academia versus Chainsaw Man. I will analyze their weapons, armor, and skill for a death battle.
It's PN Plus. It's the only way you can watch it, Birdie. No. Yep, I just looked at
But like the death battle, they use their full power.
You can't find it on YouTube.
So let's get into the companions. In the world of My Hero Academia, everybody was born with a candy ability or a power called a quirk. We got that Katsuki Bakugo or Conchata by Deku or the King Murder Explosion or Murder Explosion Dynamite God King. His quirk is explosion. He can generate liquid nitroglycerin from the sweat from the palm of his hands and make them explode. He actually has some ultimate moves, and My Hero Academia have Careless. He's actually 16 when the show debuted. And he actually did survive being struck in the heart by Shiraki. His signature move is Howitzer Impact. Bakugo's strongest move that make him propel like a spin tornado that gather oxygen and momentum and then impact. AP shot. Bakugo stretch one arm and use one hand out and use a form a beam that allows him to pierce through concrete and a wide radius. Stun grenade. He create a spear of light that between his hand that produce a large scale flashing light. Explode catapult. A close range that spin of light that focus of the final explosion and landmine blast. Allies use the granized bracer. He set off a massive explosion into the ground, blowing back the area. And his awakened state cluster. After his quirk awakens, Bakugo can condense his quirk into a faster, stronger barrage and smaller. Howitzer Impact. A cluster that upgraded a signature move use a cluster that spray explosive speeds. An AP auto cannon that actually fire rapidly. An AP shot that actually. And the bracer unleash that release a nitroglycerin like sweat like a massive blast. Temporary, he actually had all for one a full crowd 100%. That emphasize of his Detroit smash. Joined with Deku that destroyed Nines. In the world of my Chainsaw Man, devils make life bad. We meet Reze, the bomb devil. A girl that is a hybrid of a trigger bomb. Usually pulled the pin on her choker. The role, she had like a spy of the Soviet Union. Manipulated to kill Denji. Relationship with Denji. Despite her mission, she actually have a deep bond with Denji. Deep bond with him. They share a despite for normal life. She want a few people to show genuine affection. Connection with Makima. The Reze arc highlights how manipulative Makima is. Reze is seen as a country mouse, trying to escape the city, and Makima in control. Reze, the Bob Devil hybrid, energizes the high speed companion triggered by pull her neck pin. Her ultimate move include blow up her limbs like create a massive explosion, and detonating her head and create a decoy. She can also fly at supersonic speeds. Her bomb transformation by she actually Reze transformed into the bomb devil hybrid. That intense explosion from her hands and feet, and the hands. Torpedo Limbs. Reze can transform her limbs, particularly of her legs, into missiles or torpedoes to deliver a high Valkyrie and described as a Detachable Head Bomb. Her head can detach like a decoy and like as a remote bomb, allowing to detonate it control body attack. Explosion fight. Reze use explosion propel herself at top speed, enabled her to fly faster and faster than the characters. The beam of light, Denji. Bioweaponry. She can transform and her hands detonate her body parts and allow her to transformation. Pull her choker, the trigger of the regeneration. Mid regeneration from her head if consume blood is available. She actually have a high attack power. Speed is supersonic, hypersonic, close range. She actually have melee skills. She actually has martial arts. She's gifted. Her weakness, her explosions ability is negated if she's soaked in water. Practically unkillable unless her devil heart is destroyed. She can revive. Experts in hand-to-hand combat use knives, often using let's let the crash begin. Weapons or rare skills. The city silent a spark sky. Bakugo launched the first blast towards speed turbo cluster and explosion firing from every angle and living missile barrage. Reze smile and pull her pin and the world flashes while she rockets upward, matching Bakugo's speed. Instantly, her body turned into the streak explosion position. They collided midair and shockwaves through windows for a block. Broke shattered windows a block. Don't blink. I don't need to. Bakugo AP autocannon, a fire stream of piercing blasts. Reze twists her limbs into torpedoes. A fire explosion kicks position these shots. She closed distance instantly, faster Bakugo expects. She grabbed him by the collar. Boom. Bakugo is blasted through a building, but he recovered mid-fall, spit into the Howitzer cluster. A tornado, the explosion engulfs Reze. For a moment, it looked like Bakugo has vaporized her, but her head rolled out of the smoke, smiling. Her body intact, leap in from Bakugo. Bakugo is forced to use the grenade bracer, unleash a destroyer explosion that wipe out the block. Reze is blown apart, but her head is still alive. Drinks blood from a corpse and regenerate instantly. Bakugo realizes a problem. He can't kill her unless he destroys the devil heart. Reze realized the problem. Bakugo explosion cannot negate her regeneration. The fight become a loop of destruction and rebirth. Bakugo goes all in. He activates all for one, full crowd, 100%. Combine OFA raw force with explosion precision. His speed spikes beyond everything Reze seen. He blitz with the point void Howitzer cluster at times OFA. A blast so powerful it craves a crater the size of a stadium. Reze is obliterated, but the heart is still intact. But the body reforms. She appears behind him, faster before as she momentum of his own explosion. She whispered, "You're strong, but you're human." She detonated her entire body at once. A devil-level self-destruction engulfs the battlefield. Bakugo survives the blast, barely, but Reze reborn again. Bakugo cannot. Winner Reze, the Bomb Devil hybrid. Why Reze win? Regeneration, Bakugo damage output. Bakugo cannot destroy her body, but not her devil heart. She regenerates endlessly. Hybrid immortality can survive decapitation, bisection, and full detonation. full
Need hot switches. A little bit in there.
parry superior status. Bakugo cluster mode burns stamina fast, and Reze can fight infinitely. Devil biology can only be destroyed by the devil kill. Heart kills her. Bakugo have no knowledge or means to target it. Explosion position. Assassin training. She matches his mobility, but with a better position lethally. Bakugo put a god tier fight. Arguably his showing effort, but Reze hybrid regeneration and devil immortality give her the long-term advantage. That's it. Reze won, and that's it. William Pry, aka Nexus. I'm William Pry, aka Nexus. See you next time. Bye.